let's shift to the current Stanley Cup playoffs. Right now, 4 teams left. We got Edmonton leading 2-1. The Panthers are up 3-0 on the Hurricanes. Who do you think is going to shape up into is it going to be a finals rematch?
Yeah. Well, listen, I want you to know I'm the only guy in TNT on that panel that picked Edmonton to get to the finals.
Are you? There
you go.
Okay.
One right now. I picked Tampa Bay from the East, but part of my pick at that point in time was Tkachuk was hurt, and he's such a big part of the success of the Panthers. And I wasn't sure he was coming back, but he's such a great player and such a good team player for that team.
Tough guy, man.
Listen, you guys know how it is. When you win a championship, it's hard to knock off the champions. I mean, they know how to win. They know what it takes. They focus. They know how to keep the distractions away. Now, I will say this. Edmonton learned a great lesson last year, losing in the finals. They'll be a little bit different, a little bit more prepared, and some of the things that won't be surprises off the ice. But they still got to get through Dallas because Dallas is so well coached. Rantanen trade, this kid is a tremendous hockey player. Their goaltender, Ottinger, is really good. They're big. They're well coached. That series, I still think, is going to go 7 games. Florida looks like they're in a great position. They win tonight. They're going to get a nice break. As you guys know, you get those breaks. It's more mental than physical sometimes. You get that mental break, right? And so Florida, they'll regroup. They know what it takes to win. They'll know how many days they have off before they play the first game. Again, they're well coached, well managed. I'd be hard-pressed not to think that it won't be a rematch in Florida-Edmonton. The difference is this year, Edmonton would have home ice advantage, which in the playoffs, 4-7 is a big difference.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, that back and forth that they talked about last year, going 7 games or whatever from Edmonton all the way down to Miami, and like that time difference is like a 7-hour flight. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's crazy, but I'll tell you something even crazier. Our times have changed. In 87, we played the Stanley Cup Finals, 7-game series, Edmonton, Philly, and we flew commercial, the Edmonton Oilers. We flew.
Oh, no way.
You're sitting in coach.
The next morning after game 2, we flew from Philadelphia to Toronto to Edmonton, went to the arena, practiced, but we didn't know any different. We loved it.
Oh, yeah.
What else are you going to do? We didn't think we were being treated any worse or poorly. We loved it. We were all together. It was just part of our life, right? We had no complaints about it whatsoever. And in those days, if you sit in the middle of the airplane, they had smoking sections in those days. It's crazy. You got the plane guys would be choking and say, "Oh my gosh!" Smoking their eyes, getting out on the ice. But that was all the teams did it. That's the way we didn't know any different, right? It was fine.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, whenever we go overseas or we do like an international game, a lot of the international travel, you got to go through international customs. So you're going through the main concourses of a lot of these big airports overseas. And I'll tell you what, man, some of the best memories and stuff are after you win a game and you get to go enjoy walking through the concourse, joking around with all the guys. I can see that being a hell of a time, especially if you're playing for the cup. Like it doesn't matter how you get bussed there and back.
No, we didn't complain 1 second. We were loving it. We're all together, and I wouldn't have traded it in for the world.
That's cool.
You're right. Florida Edmonton is a lot of travel.
It's crazy. It's like an 8-hour flight.
And not to mention, when Florida gets off the plane, they got to go against McDavid and Draisaitl.
The fastest guys ever,
Let's go, baby.
It's something different watching hockey in person than watching it on TV. And I'll tell you what, I went to a Stars playoff game last year and seeing the action and seeing how fast those guys are, man, it's mind-blowing.
It is so unique. I always say our sport, if you watch it one time in person, you're going to sit back and go, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was like that." When I retired in '99, we had 2 more children, and about the age of 8, and we were in Thousand Oaks, California, not a lot of hockey out there. And about the age of 8, my son said, "Can we go to a hockey game?" So I called my friend Luke Robitaille, and he got us seats on the ice, my wife and I, and my son and a friend. And that, on the ice, how big and fast they are, and like they run around, and it's physical, like your sport. Crazy. It's more physical than people even see or believe.
Oh, yeah.
My son got up and he turned to my wife and he said, be really honest, did my dad really play in this league? It's a whole different level when you're there. And
oh, yeah.
the respect that the players have for each other. I don't know if you guys followed the Winnipeg-Dallas series really close, and it was physical, and you had to be a man to play in that series. And unfortunately, one of the players on Winnipeg's father passed away the night before Game 6. But one great thing about our sports is the handshakes after a series, but the pure compassion that the players had for him and his family was incredible, because they just spent the last 6 games trying to kick the crap out of each other, and to see the emotions and the true emotions of, hey, it's a game, but we're family and friends. That's what's really important in life and in sports. And so it was really great to see and be part of. I was there and I thought it was so emotional.